So since starting my Black Ops Declassified gun reviews, which actually are kind of late, and noticing that the video got a high number of likes, looks like you guys really did dig the series. And we're about to jump into the AK47, which was highly requested, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the review. Boing! Yo, what is going on, guys? Tyro here, aka the Light Skin Gamer LSG, and welcome to the AK47 and Black Ops Declassified. Now, this weapon is overall power. This literally defines the AK47. It's just raw, unadulterated power. This weapon is fucking amazing. And one thing that I want to go ahead and stress right now is that since how Black Ops Declassified actually has attachments, I'm going to go ahead and burn through these stats quick just because the attachments actually change the actual gun in itself in the gameplay. So let's go ahead and move on. We got the damage, which is a 40 up close and a 30 at mid range, and this weapon has high penetration. So overall, this weapon, like I said, it's just power. You're gonna be pooping on people with this weapon. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on. We got the accuracy, weird fishy fucky recoil, but at the same time it honestly is manageable. It's not really all that bad, but in all honesty it could be a little bit better, but if it was, it would be completely OP. So let's go ahead and move on. We got the range, decent assault rifle range. It's gonna get that job done. You're gonna outgun SMGs like the MP5, but the Uzi, I don't think anything outguns the Uzi besides the FAMAS. Let's go ahead and move on. We got the fire rate, low fire rate, but that high power to match that boy. So honestly, that's probably the only downside to the gun is the low fire rate, but other than that, the weapon is still great. Let's go ahead and move on. We got the clip size, 30 to 45 with extended mags. Now, this is actually great. Extended mags is always a great choice. Go ahead and use it. I actually prefer it. So that is literally all the stats. Whew, had to wrap that up. So let's go ahead and actually move on to the game-changing thing that I feel like really is game-changing, which is the attachments. Let's go ahead and start. The red dot sight is probably one of these attachments that I feel is a little unnecessary. I'm not going to say it's unnecessary. The reason why I do is because the irons are already clear, but then again, using this attachment actually does clear up a little bit, but your irons are already clear. So you could actually use this attachment slot up on something else, like adjustable stock or probably extended mags or suppressor or something else. Not saying that it's not a good choice, but in all honesty, it does make the gun look a little sexy, and it actually does improve your gameplay a little bit. In all honesty, it didn't really improve my gameplay that much, but I did notice a small difference. Like if I use the FAMAS versus the red dot FAMAS and the iron sight FAMAS, I'm going to use the iron sights just because it feels the best. So that's just my personal preference. If you do not like the iron sights, feel free to use that red dot sight. So let's go ahead and move on. We got the suppressor. Now the suppressor, in all honesty, I actually really did love this attachment on this weapon just because of the fact that I was able to be fast. And honestly, I love the irons on this weapon because in Black Ops, when I first played this game, I was like, these irons are actually really good, and I had no problem using them, even though they're kind of small, but they're extremely clear. They're very to the point, and it's actually very easy to manage. So the suppressor was definitely a big pick for me. Make sure you got some speedy perks though. There's nothing worse than having a little bit of damage and being extremely slow. So let's go ahead and move on. We got the ACOG sight. Ew. Just ew. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything about this attachment. I do not like it. I'm going to be flat out with that. I didn't like it. Did it improve my gameplay? Hell no. I did not like this attachment on this weapon. Not saying that the ACOG sight isn't good, because in all honesty it does serve its purpose, but noticing that there's only a small bit and everything is just so obstructive, there's not enough sight line for me in order to use this thing. So yeah, I'm going to pass on the ACOG sight. Let's go ahead and move on. We got the grenade launcher. I had evil fun with this grenade launcher because it was a preset class when you first play Black Ops Declassified, and it had a AK47 with the noob tubes. Now, I used them non-stop just because of the fact that I was a noob at it, but I did have some evil fun with it. But grenades are kind of overpowered. I don't advise it, but at the same time, it is evil fun. So let's go ahead and move on. We got the perks. Now the perks, honestly, I love to be a little bit fast with this weapon, just with any assault rifle, except for the Galil. I like to run sleight of hand, toughness, and surplus, just because I love to have have more ammo. But as always, if them betties is just too OP, go ahead and slap on Flat Jacket. It definitely will not hurt. It always helps you. So the final verdict, I would have to go ahead and say this weapon has high power, great overall, and the low fire rate really doesn't hurt it that much, and this weapon is a straight up monster. One of my favorite guns in the history next to the MP5K. So that wraps up the AK-47 review for Black Ops Declassified. Go ahead and leave your comment down below on the next gun you want me to review next. Like, comment, subscribe, and that is it, guys. Tyrogue is out.